Hello everyone, it's Han with the mic. So the last time I did an account review for my character was in the year 2018 or 17 I believe. So since then it's been about 7 to 8 years. Lots of things has changed in my account. Lots of things has changed in MapleStory. So why don't we go through the things that have been, I guess, what I'm using now. So let's start off with the equipment. So MapleSea has added in totem a few years back. There has been quite a lot of totems added, but these are what I'm using. These are the antique totem set, mainly with a rider, jade pot, and bronze burner totem, or in MapleSea we call it a butt plug because it looks like one. But all three of them individually gives good stats. They are about 20 to 22 for the bronze burner stats and 10 Wama and 12 Wama for the bronze burner. So if you have all three of them, they give you an additional 15 Wama, which is quite decent and doesn't take up any slots because these are totem. So for most people, including myself, we are able to hunt the rider and jade pot totem from the Shanghai map in MapleSea. But the drop rate for the bronze burner totem is a lot lower, so I bought a permanent one with the rider and jade pot totem being the non-permanent totems, so they'll be just there. And whenever they expired, I either have to exchange them from the Shanghai place again, which I have some spares but not a lot left, so planning to use the Petit Terry free backpack that's given during the 20th anniversary to hunt for more. But these are my back supply, and if I ever run out, we'll be using these. These are the ancient tablet replica and the nine-tailed fox totem, so these will just slot in there temporarily if I ever don't have anything to use for my totem slots, so it's better than leaving it empty. Next up, let's go through the rings. Traditionally, last time it was always the first to go through. So now I have 4 rings as last time as well. Except these are the Divine King Ring of Dawn. This is from the Dawn boss set. Or if you don't change it to Dawn, it's part of the boss set. This drops from the Slime boss. So it's 22 star with 27% of stats with 27% strength now of stat with 4% additional strength from the add pot. So it's been amazingly positive chaos growth along with the Karma Premium accessory scroll. Next up is my Meister shoulder. Still using Meister Signet, Meister ring. Still using Meister ring because even after quite so many years, it's still one of those 22 star ring, and it's quite cost effective these days. The other 22 star ring that we have in servers are all quite expensive. With it having Limbo ring. Kana ring is now farmable from Princess Snow, which I can replace this, but since this one's already legendary at 24% strength, it's not a bad ring at all. Planning to use it for the long run. Next one is a quite new pickup item that I got, which is a Giant Fear. I bought them pre-done 22 star, so I don't have to tap them myself. This is a 15 strength unique at the moment. The current event does have a lot of cubes, so I'm thinking should I just use those cubes and try my luck to get it to legendary, but we'll see. The event is ending soon, so I'll need to make that decision fairly soon as well. But yeah, you can see the difference in weapon attack in terms compared to, even though all 3 are 22 star ring, you can see the Meister Signet loses out a lot compared to the Giant Fear, just because Giant Fear is a low 200 ring. Next up is the 4th slot now. These days, the 4th slot, we don't use it to place a ring anymore, since it's normally used for seed ring. So currently in my character, I have technically 4 rings, but I only really use 3. I have a Ring of Restraint 4. I have a Weapon Jump S ring, which I sometimes swap out depending on the boss. Mostly just End Carlos, I will swap out to a Weapon Jump S when I don't need to burst, but I still need to help chunk the HP. And then I also have a Conti 4, which is great for doing solo bosses that are very long in duration, things like Hard Seren and Carlos, which I am able to solo nowadays. Next up is a wheel book, is my other dark boss set item. So currently I have 4 set. I have 5 technically in my inventory with the Mitra's Rage, but it's not been worked on yet, so it's still in the inventory. So next up is a Dominator Pendant. So a Dom Pendant, actually it's the same Dom Pendant I have from last time, so it's still the same +7 fully frag pendant, because Dominator Pendant is one of those 22-star pendant that has somewhat stayed relevant with the game. There has been better pendant, of course, Source of Pain being one of them. Daybreak Pendant is easily a lot better than the Dawn Pendant, but yeah, I would say it's still a very relevant pendant. With the Daybreak being... actually, it's not really better. I would say better, but it is comparable with the Dawn Pendant, and it is part of the Dawn boss set. So it will give out a bit more stats. Since I feel like most endgame player would go for a Daybreak with a Divine King. If you add these two, at least you still have a 2 set which give 10% boss, which would be better than the Dawn Pendant. But the raw stats from a 22-star still relevant in the game. 21% strength from the potential, 6% strength from the airport, so it's okay. Next up is my Daybreak Pendant, same as Dawn Pendant. I bought a KLPS service for the Daybreak Pendant, so it's legendary, 21%, and 21 attack airport. Not the best, but it's good enough for now. I like that both of their flames are the same though, I just noticed that. In terms of strength and all stats, that's pretty funny. Okay, next up is my Genesis weapon. I am fully liberated, thankfully. Before that, I was using a 22-star LL Spear as well. If I recall, the potential for that was 70% boss, 12% damage, not that great. And the airport was only 1 line of 9% attack. It was not a great spear, but it allowed me to liberate. So I think it did its job, it was good enough. And yeah, now it's part of the CRA and Arcane Shade set because it's a lucky item lah. So yeah, I'm still using CRA Fafnir set, which I'll get to later. Soul is a 3% attack augmented Lotus. Ideally I would want Hereticula, but if I recall, I got 7% ignore defense on the Hereticula, so that I saved up, so it's okay. Lotus looks alright. In terms of flame, is currently tier 6 weapon attack, tier 6 boss, and tier 6 total damage, so still need to be reflamed, still things to be done, but overall it's okay. Potential is only 2.5 line, it's only 12% attack, 30% boss, and 9% damage. Ideally you would not want damage, so we'll see if you can manage to cube it to 3 lines of something, but I won't be using cubes on it for now because I think the Giant Fear and a few of my other equips deserve the cubes a bit more, which I'll get to them. Next up is my Tyrant Cape. It's actually not cape, Tyrant Belt. It's the same belt as before, except I made it to 12 star thanks to the Guardian Angel event. See, it's been so long between the videos of the last review and now that Guardian Angel has also passed and never came back, but I used Guardian Angel to get it to 12 star. Very easy. If anyone played that event, you would know how easy it was. I would say individually, if you don't count it in a set, it's one of those endgame belts as well. But of course, there's a fantasy belt and 22-star belts like Zakun belt and Golden Clover belt from Pingbin. If you get it to 22-star, the stats is also very near to a Tyrant 22-star belt. So they're not that amazing anymore, but still not a bad choice if you can find one for cheap. It's like, yeah, you can go for it for sure. Other than that, fantasy belt is now the current endgame belt. Helmet, I cut this over from X3 Stupid, basically my friend. She doesn't really play anymore, so I'm using her helmet. It's a 4-second cooldown helmet with 6% strength. Of course, Dark Knight, who would want cooldown helmet, the more the better. Being free to play, I don't really get a lot of choices in what gears I can use. So 4 seconds is more than grateful and great for me already at this stage. Tyrant Helmet, of course, being a very low stat item, It is of course spell traced to by 15%. They release a 15% spell trace for armor, so it is 15%. You can see it's 10 stats per scroll plus 13. So the friend of mine already hammered this helmet twice, so the helmet is maxed out in terms of scrolling. Flaming is quite maxed out already, since you can't get very high flames on the Root Abyss set, so it's okay. Next one is the Loose Control Mark, or LCCM is called in MapleStory, or LCM is we call it. I think in GMS is called Berserk, but it's a 22-star Loose Control Machine Mark, or Berserk face accessory. It's been fully scrolled with the amazingly positive chaos scroll with the Karma premium scroll as well. Not the best of luck, as you can see with most of my gear. I think I got 6, and then the rest are all 4. So not really lucky, I would say, but it's alright. It is what it is. The flames is 70 strength and 6 of stats, not too bad. 15% strength as well. We'll try to get it to legendary when the cubes allow for it. It's not when the time is right, it's just if they ever decide they want to rank up. Next one is my magical eye patch, currently the last dark boss that I have equipped. This is 18% strength potential with 6% strength from the airport, so it's alright. Flame is not the best also, but again, flame gets very hard to get good flame stated as you keep playing the game. It is also same as Amazingly Positive Chaos Scroll with the Karma Premium Scroll as well, so these two has similar scrolling on them. Next one is my Fafnir armor and pants. These are actually the same armor and pants that has been wearing since then. You can even see the safety scroll logo thing still there, except I have Aquila them so that I can use the new 15% scroll on them, which are a lot more potent than the 30% scroll. Flames of them has not really been touched since a while ago, but the flames are an improvement over the one from 2017 or 2018, which, I mean, of course, time would allow things to improve. But yeah, still CRA set. There's a new Eternal set now, a lot better than the CRA set, but they are very expensive, and I am going for Dark Boss first before Eternal. Maybe Eternal price will go down, although looking at it with the new KMST patch, I would say the price may go back up. So it's not looking great, but it's okay. It's just part of the charm of MapleStory, is how the game is like. Next up is my Arcane Shade shoe. I have gone to full set Arcanes now. Last video I talked about, it's like, oh, maybe I can go for Arcane Shade one day, but they'll be so expensive. But I am using full Arcane Shade now, past myself, which is quite nice. Although Arcane Shade is dirt cheap these days, so almost everyone uses Arcanes. They're not too special, and it's 21% strength, 4% strength, and 10 attack. So I'm using shoe, shoulder, glove, and cape for my Arcane Shades, retiring all of my previous, what did I use? Oh, Tyrant shoe and Tyrant cape before, and a Meister shoulder. Next up is my earring. It's also part of the Dawn Boss set. Before this, I was using the Meister earring, which I still keep. All in all, they're both quite similar. They're both 21% strength, although the Estella earring is, of course, 160 gear, so it has better star force growth and better flames as well, but they're quite interchangeable, I would say. The Meister earring is of course great. I'm thinking of cutting this to another character, but for now it's in my inventory. Part of Dawn Boss set, so it'll give out extra attack, and if I go for 2 set. Before this I was using 4 set with the Penumbra mark, but of course with the Loose Control and Magical Eye Patch, those have been replaced. Next up is my Arcane Shade shoulder, 21% strength. Most of my gears are 21% strength. It's the pain of being free to play, so it's okay. Airport was unique. I did not buy it unique. I made it to unique by accident by using one of those choice airport cube, and you know, when it tears up, you have to choose the tiered up option, even though it's harder to work on, but it's alright. Next one is my glove. It is 21% attack for Edport and 18% strength and 8% crit damage for my main potential, which is quite interesting. So this is great. This is, I feel like, as best as a free-to-play can get, but ideally you would want to aim 2 lines crit damage, which would win an 18% strength stats anyway. But in time, when the choice cube allows it, or maybe I just go for a Eternal at this point, right? Since, judging from my last video, I straight away went from Tyrant to Arcane Shade instead of Absolab, so who really knows. Next up in my Android is a Beautyroid. This is the Season 2 version of the Beautyroid. Before this, the Season 1 version was, I think this, no, that's the Syncroid. Here it is, Everoid, and this one, Maroonroid. So Maroonroid was most people's first Beautyroid, because she's the easiest one to get, and she's part of the Beautyroid. But of course, in Season 2, they came out with a slightly stronger Beautyroid, just a bit, where it has 5 attack. So here it is, gives all 5 attack, which I'm guessing is 5 Wa and Ma. So it's just a bit of extra, you're not really losing much. And it has a short function, which is, it's always nice, but it's still part of the Beautyroid, so still using the Beautyroid heart, which I'll go through later. Next one is the emblem. I'm finally LL on my emblem. It is, as a free-to-play player, I feel pretty sick to look at. It's 21% attack, 30% ignore defense, and 18% attack on the airport. So this is like what will most likely remain for this emblem until the end of time, as I have bought a new Seren emblem to work on, and this will just leave it as it is. The airport though took about 200 over cubes to get it to legend, so that was quite painful. Next one is my hospital director's badge. So I got said the story where I missed the Lania's triple lunchbox. So true enough, until today there hasn't really been a better badge since then, if we don't count the Black Mage badge, because that is the best in slot badge, and last I checked was around 300 to 400 Sing dollar, which is insane. Anyway, next one is the 7-day Monster Parker badge. So this is the 10% IED medal. I would say best in slot for most people, if you're only counting because it gives IED, which is always nice to have. Of course, there are medal that gives a lot of stats these days. Where was the medal? Oh yeah, it's in the under preset, which I'll go through. Berserk Chain. So this is the Extreme Stupid's Berserk Chain. I swapped out with her. I'll most likely put it in the post-production edit of my own chain at the video, but yeah, my chain is 70% attack, 70% boss, 9% damage, and 15% attack. So it's not too bad, but for sure it's not as good as this. This is 12 attack, 60% boss, and 21% on the airport. Pretty sick. And Arcane Shade Cape. This one is a 21% unique potential Arcane Shade Cape with 8% or 13% additional pot on the cape, which is very weird to have a UL, but it's pretty good. It's a very good cape for free to play, I would say. Flame is pretty sick as well. It will be very sick if they're all stats 6, but this is good. This is for sure very keepable. Can work on other things while this is like this. Next one is the heart. I got it to legendary, which is great. So it is 21% strength and 4% strength with 10 attack and 10 strength. So it's pretty good. The scrolling, we have now something new other than spell trace for Android heart. It's every event they'll come. I open the coin shop now. You can buy this Karma special selection scroll, which is great because they give 9 Wa, which is a lot because spell trace only gives 7. So suddenly the Beautyroid heart can go up to 110 if you're willing to hammer it a second time, which is pretty good. And they also give 3 all stats, so you get 33 all stats and 99 Wa at the max scrolling, and you can get one more scroll in if you want to, which is pretty good. Is for sure not as good as Outlaw Heart and completely under control. Yeah, CUC. Yeah, completely under control heart, since those are both 22-star heart, but those are also expensive, so it's okay. Next up is cash item. I still have the 2 aura pendant. Rings that give stats is this Psych Special Friendship ring gives stats, which is nice. These 2 are just label rings, it's whatever. Ideally you want aura ring, but they're really expensive, so we'll play like this first. This is a wedding ring. I just married extra stupid because of convenience, and it gives 10 all stats and 1 Wama, which is nice. This is after the marriage revamp in MapleStory. I'm wearing the Choo Choo Island set because it gives 10 additional Wama and 15 all stats, which, I mean, you get every stats that you can get, right? That's a free to play. But it's nice that now MapleStory has this function where you can wear cash item and then you can actually wear another cash item on top of it, so that you don't have to look like what you wear if you just want stats, which is always great. Then pet, these are the 3 free pets I got from Mileage, which I actually checked out my old video. I had already, because I didn't have this equipped. So now that I have their equips, they are fully scrolled with those premium karma scroll as well. This one gives 43, this one gives 41, and this one gives 52 weapon attack. So overall total, they give out about 130 over WA, which is good because it's just pets, so that's always great. Android is just wearing Christmas set because I thought it looks cute. No, not really much explanation there. Okay, so after that is done, let's see my other equipment preset. Now that MapleStory implemented equipment preset where you can have different equipment worn. So first up is my, what is this one? Item drop rate set. Yeah. So this one is for item drop rate. I have fully maxed out item drop rates with equip, because you can only go up to 200 for equip, which is with item potential, so that's pretty sick. I got 200 from this ring because it gives 40, the rest are all 20. So all 4 of these are just event ring that are now used for item drop rate lines. All of them have very good lines, at least 1 line of strength, except for this one, because getting 2 prime lines in with a purple event ring purple cube is very hard. 40 item drop rate will always be kept, regardless of the stats. Then is Grid Pendant. I used the previous Eternity Legendary Potential Scroll on this Grid Pendant, since, I mean, it's a Grid Pendant, you can't really sell it anyways, to make it to Legend. And then the stats are shit because you have to use purple cube on it, not those event ring purple cubes. And yeah, let's just get item drop rate and call it a day, am I right? And then Grid Pendant also have an additional 20% drop rate for equip, so copiuming for dark boss drops, right? Next one is my Grid Pendant, is also just 20%, not Grid Pendant, Green Bear Pendant, which is just 20% drop rate. Nothing really else. Is MP completely shit. Both of these are not great, they're just there for the lines. Genesis is the same. This one is 20% drop, again same thing. Anything that can't be used with event cube will have bad lines besides the item drop rate, because you only need it as an item drop rate ring. This one, drop rate gear, I mean. And this one is just the earring with 20% item drop rate as well. So they're all quite plain. And now that, because I have these done, I also use the cube for my event cube for Mesos drop rate. So you can only have 7 event rings, I believe. So the 4 was in front, and then this is also from the preset one. So the rest of these 3 are Meso. So I might as well, right? If I farm, I try to get a bit more Mesos. Next up is this medal title, where you can put medal and appearance differently now. It's one of the new features that came with this patch. Yes, so the current title I'm using is the boss. It is not a pump title. It is more like a title, like steroid title, I guess. It gives 30 boss, 30 IED, 30 attack, super powerful. A lot of people are selling them off with, if you buy those boss set clothes. So because I want to do a bit more endgame bossing, such as X Lotus and Carling, every little bit of damage help. This is one of the more efficient way to get damage. So I got the boss title. Normally, if it's normal situation, I would be using the Yeti X. Oh no, wait, sorry. Yeti X Ping Bean is somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, of course I will put it at the top. Yeah, the X Ping Bean is my normal pump title if I don't have any big event titles. 20 all stats, 10% boss monster damage. I don't think I had this yet in the previous video. More human than anyone, it used to be a title that I used for farming when I didn't have enough damage because it gives 5% damage on normal monster. Ultimate Union, it has expired, so for people who played Ultimate Union, I was not very good in it, so it's okay. Yeah, this is from the offline event for people who went to the anniversary event, so that's pretty cute. Pretty cool. This was for people who went to Comic Fiesta in 2024 in Malaysia. So I got the title as well. I always thought the title looks good, but I didn't want to. Oh, someone's here. I didn't want to equip it because the stats are shit. So I'm glad that the appearance function is also for titles as well. Majora Singapura is for this year's, I think Singapore is 60 years old, 60th anniversary, I believe. Oh yeah, it is. It says right there, and it's pretty good. Stats, not as good as boss, so that's why I'm not using it, but still good for freebies. Okay, so after that is done, here is how my stats looks like at 17th of August 2025 at the moment. In terms of combat power, I am at 268,238,560 combat power. So if I just on my buff, let's see how our stats look like of this. There we go. Alright, it seems that once the Dark Knight is fully buffed up, he is at 69,000 strength. Oh, I didn't know I was 69,000. Nice. But I thought I was like a bit lower. Stats attack, it says here 189 million, damage 94%, boss damage at 468. These are just normal buff, we're not using, oh wait, sparkling rate off it. So 448, so we're not using any like special big buffs. Final damage is 190 now because Genesis gives final damage. Defense 96.59, it's not too bad. Normal monster is 27 because this is my bossing mode. Attack is, it's attack. Crit damage, we are at 118.15 with the emergence of Hexa stat. Cooldown reduction, we have 4 seconds and 6%. We're at 156% buff duration. I'll keep in mind for future self-reference if I ever rewatch this video to check back. These are all with the Dawn Star event super buffs, which is ending in 2 days, sadly. So yeah, these what they give. They give 30 attack, 40 boss, 35 ignore defense, 40 or stats, and 25% buff duration. So a lot of buff durations. Some ignore elemental resistance from the trait. Yeah, that's correct. And abnormal status additional damage. I'm not sure what is that, but yeah. In terms of Arcane Force, Star Force, I am 268 at the moment. Very hard to level up after 285. We have maxed out Arcane Force, so it's all bling bling. And we have maxed out our Authentic Force as well at this point. I like how Arcane Force blinks and Authentic Force is just trap and dry. Alright, that's funny, MapleStory. Okay. Stats is all the same for Dark Knight. 5th drop is maxed out everything at this point except these two because they're not even really needed. It's just I just put it there because it's fun, I guess. Yeah. So it's only for the Mancha Spear and Spear Sweep. It doesn't really do anything, but the other skills are all maxed out, even the decent skill. So the decent skill, I open it here. This decent skill, I just put them at level 26 because that's where you really need them for most of them. 26, 26, because at level 26 they gives 6 health stats instead of 5 health stats, so it does add up. So Mystic Door is 26. Holy Fountain have to be 30 because Holy Fountain is really fucking important for endgame bossing. Erda Wheel, I put it at 29 instead of 30, so this will be 30 instead of 29. So quite a new skill as well, Holy Fountain. No choice, I just lose 5 seconds because Fountain is good. Shower is at 25 because we have to split our VE points like this these days. But yeah, other than that, these are all Dark Knight's 5th shop skill. They ended up with 4, which is Dark Spear, Impact, Cyclone, and Darkness Aura. Next one is 6th job skill, Hexa Matrix. 6th job skill is a lot harder to add than 5th job. It takes a lot of time and farming or other methods that, you know, I'm sure will be talked about in the future, probably. We maxed out the Origin. I just maxed out recently, so that's great. Other than that, these two are technically considered maxed out because they are 29, 29, and for what is this one called? Mastery? Is it Mastery? Mastery skill, they don't really add a lot more for a lot of investment. So it's okay, we'll leave it at 29, we'll put these two until 29 first, then we'll decide which to max, probably Impact. So I maxed out my Dark Spear, I maxed out Piercing Cyclone because these two are the bread and butter of Dark Knight's attack, especially the Dark Spear. This one is just good for burst. Impact is good, I should get it to 30 eventually, but sadly M3 and M4 came out, so not enough resources to split. A Darkness Aura is also at level 10. It's also a very good skill to max out actually, no reason to leave it at 10, it's just again not enough resources to split. Hexa stats are bad. These are my means Hexa stats, how they're split up. I follow the Maple Sculptor's advice, so I'm pretty sure it's not the best, but I'll just put it like this for now. So yeah. And yeah, hyper stats is like so. And this is my Maple Union in the year 2025. Haven't really go up a lot. See, I just went from 8k to 9.2 in the span of 8 years. That just shows how slow progress has been. Union board has gotten simpler with the auto union feature, and you can also put more characters now with the Bissell Expedition. I have one from the first, and this is the second one from currently, which is in the event list here, Bissell Expedition. So that's the grand prize. You get another free union block. So these are the current union blocks. So need a Inner Defense not max. It's maxed on crit, buff, and boss for Dark Knight. Some may say Dark Knight don't need that much buff anymore. Could be true, but it's nice to have terms and conditions supercharged, I guess. In terms of character over 250, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 250. Oh, that's impressive. I didn't even know that many. Oh, that's kind of funny. Next up is Union Artifact. They remove Monster Life, so all we left is Artifact, which is good because I was never a Monster Life player. I couldn't take advantage of what Monster Life can give, so Artifact is good replacement for me. To some people it may not be, so sorry for your loss. Next one is Union Champion. So my Dark Knight has finished his Union Champion mission, so he finished until normal Carlos, which he can solo in 20 minutes. I posted a video of that. Quite impressed that he could do it, so yeah. Hero would be next in line, but he's only 10 mil combat power. Solely will cut leftover from Dark Knight to the hero, and eventually maybe if I can get it liberated I can do all this, but you need to do all this before you can liberate, right? So it's a catch-20 situation. Yeah, other than that, the Dark Knight's progress has more or less been the same. 3 Wedding Ring, ouch. Yeah, a lot of junk here. Other than that, not much. A lot of more cash item from events and just past time has come. So yeah, I would say MapleSea heading to some decent place. A lot of free prizes announced from the anniversary event. I just took up my 2000 fragments, which is why I have so many at the moment, but as you can see, not enough energy, which is quite common as well. So we'll see what happens in the next future if I ever decide to come do the video, this kind of video. So happy birthday, MapleStory C. Happy 20th anniversary. Let's see what happens in, say, another 5 years at 2030. Maybe by then 7 jobs will be announced, right? You never know. At the time I was like, oh, 5th job's the last, and look at us now, we're at the 6th job. Jeez. Alright. Goodbye everyone. Have a nice day.